What it do? What's up? It's another edition, man. We back at it.
Hey.
Brand new week.
Mm-hmm.
It is time to get in the game.
Yeah, turn up time.
Let's get it.
Turn up, man. Hey, big shout out to our sponsor, The King. You know what I'm saying? I don't see any bottles, The King, but we got the cups.
Slipping.
You know what I'm saying? We got the cups. We got the fresh cups. They're new, and we appreciate that, man. Big shout out. We are coming live to you from the beautiful studios of Valley of the Kings.
Valley of the Kings.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, I got my co-host, one riding shotgun.
It's your boy Fat Pimp checking in, man.
Already, and co-host two and / producer over there on the other end, Baby Boy.
What up, though?
What's up with it? And our special guest today, is none other than Dali Voodoo.
What's good, man?
Already, man. We in here, man. It's been a great weekend. How was your weekend? You did some big things over the weekend.
My weekend was wonderful. It's always wonderful. I guess it was wonderful. I kind of got stood up at the comedy show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want to put his name out there, but motherfucker had me come all the way to the show and told me to wait 25 minutes.
See, that's that bullshit.
And 25 minutes turned to an hour, and I started seeing, like, people walking in, looking in the car, saying, what's up to me? I'm trying to duck down.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, man.
That's so embarrassing.
My chick was just like, let's just go, man. But we still ended up making it a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Smoked a lot of.
And you also got a chance to see the new Wonder Woman movie.
Yes, that was like one of the most epic
Bro, I gotta see
movies.
that.
You ever seen it?
I gotta see that.
Man,
The trailer looks amazing.
I don't know if you're a fan of DC and Marvel films, but that shit was the baddest DC film I ever seen.
Yeah.
And she was hot too, bro.
See, I don't even know who she is. She seems like a no-name.
Like a new actress?
She used to be in Fast and the Furious.
Not.
Yes, she did. The main chick on Wonder Woman. I looked it up last night, and I went and looked it up, man. Yes.
She one of the main girls, Fast and Furious?
Yeah, she was in Fast and Furious. I'm going to tell you who she was.
Which one?
She like Vin Diesel? Not Vin Diesel
I'm
chick,
going to show
right?
y'all, man.
Okay.
Y'all talk.
So we're gonna find out who she is when we're talking about the star of Wonder Woman.
What's the other movie they got? Is it the Black Panther?
That's coming out. I cannot wait. Now that's a Marvel. That's a Marvel movie, and that looks so dope.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing that they're already getting some flack because they feel like it's too black.
When I heard about it, I thought it was like about the Panthers.
It is, isn't it?
No, it ain't about I'm talking about the Black Panthers.
That ain't no superhero.
No, whenever I was looking at the it was a clip of it on Twitter or something.
When I heard he was gonna be in a movie called The Black Panther, she ain't listening. She ain't paying attention.
Wait, no. Whenever they was like showing clips or whatever on Twitter or whatever, people were saying like it was like super like Black Power and stuff like that.
That's what I thought.
Whatever.
See, I heard about the movie. I didn't see a trailer, so when I heard about it, I thought it was like a old school, about the Panthers.
Like a Black Panther movie.
So then when I saw him with the shit on, with the cape, you get what I'm saying?
So let me get this straight. There is a Marvel character named the Black Panther.
That's what I'm saying.
I never heard of him.
That's why I said that. It was a segue.
Yeah,
Kiki.
it was
I'm sorry, I missed
Marvel
it.
movie that came out. They showed him in there for a quick second. I don't know if it was a Captain America. I think it was Captain Avengers. Was it Avengers?
Winter or something?
Yeah, man, he was in that motherfucker, man. They killed like his daddy or something.
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, no, not Michael B. Jordan. He's not Black Panther. He's a villain in this movie.
He should be Black Panther.
He's the Black Panther.
No, the Black Panther is the dude that played James Brown. The dude who played James Brown in the movie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This nigga play everybody. He played Jackie Robinson. This nigga play everybody.
Yeah, bro. He playing the Black Panther, man. Shout out to him, though.
Well, shout out to you, Baby Boy. It was your birthday this weekend. You turned up real tough.
Without us.
Okay?
Hey, man,
we weren't invited
like
to the
that.
Ain't nobody
festivities.
get no call, no text, no nothing. What's up?
It was spontaneous. I didn't even know about it, man.
Yeah.
Hands to the man. I wasn't even trying to do nothing.
That's cool.
It's all good.
We make up. We gonna make up.
Oh, that's all I wanted to hear,
We gonna
man.
make up.
That's all I wanted to hear.
I got my liver back intact, so we good.
You worked out this morning, too, man.
Yeah, because I knew this shit was coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew this shit was coming.
Man, well, there was also a lot of good music that came out over the weekend. I spent a lot of time listening to music. Of course, I had to check out SZA's album, which is so fucking dope. Okay, I love the album. She's like an enigma. I love it because she don't sound like Janae. She doesn't sound like really anybody that's out right now. That's in her lane. And the thing of it is that coming from TDE, which is, kind of, they got their own thing going on there. But I'm just so glad they put somebody of her caliber in their group. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can hold her own.
Hell yeah.
She can really hold her own. I know that man, from just looking at the album, going through some of the stuff on the album, it's real sultry. It's definitely your Sunday morning vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely your Sunday morning vibe. And she talks about real shit. She talks about fucking her boyfriend's homeboy.
See, I didn't get that deep in the album.
I'm sorry, I gave it away. Yes, she has this. I think the song is called. What is it called? It's either Love Galore or Doves of the Wind. I may be totally wrong, but she basically talks about, when her boyfriend, I think he went away or something, and she ended up like having sex with his homeboy. You know what I'm saying? She's very unapologetic about it too.
So like, was she just like upfront with it? Or was
yeah,
she like,
she's like, yeah. Yeah, she was like, hey, this is what happened. This is what it is.
Wow.
I don't apologize for that shit.
I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of respect it.
I'm not mad.
I know I listened to that,
I
both of those songs, but I don't know, if I wasn't paying attention or what.
Go back and listen to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to listen to albums in layers.
That's your favorite record?
No, actually, my favorite record on the SZA album is The Weeknd.
That's my shit.
I love that song.
I've been jamming that all day.
Have y'all got to 20-something on there? I like 20-something.
That's like the last song.
That's the last
like
song.
That too.
Yeah.
And I
like Love Galore.
I like Love Galore.
Yeah, I like the Kendrick record, the Pussy song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some shit.
Yeah, Isaiah Rashad makes an appearance on the album as well as Kendrick and Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a chance to check it out?
Yeah,
Pat?
I did. I was gonna say the record The Weeknd, then I like the one with Travis Scott. She's dope, man. She's like what they say, like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
she is.
Yeah, she's dope, man.
She is. I mean, she makes me feel the same way whenever Janae Aiko came into the game. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, it's like real music. And
it's like I just don't know where she came from or nothing. Like she just like popped up on the scene. Like
True. Now, if I had a chance to ask her, because I think that she's a big fan of Wu-Tang Clan because, of course, of her name being SZA. Playing off of RZA and everybody else is in Wu-Tang. So it's interesting that she, that's kind of her inspiration and just the way she goes about putting this album together. But if you haven't checked it out, please check out SZA's album. It's called Control.
Yeah,
also got a chance to check out Vic Mensa.
I didn't get to listen now.
The Manuscript.
Yeah.
he released the project?
Yes. Yeah. It's a short project. It's like an EP. There's only like 4 songs on it, but all of them are great, in my opinion. What'd you think, baby boy?
I like Vic Mensa. I like the last project he put out. He spin that real political shit. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with him.
Okay. I got to go back because I forgot. We always like to rate our album reviews, and I'm so sorry. I'm getting better at this. I forgot, though.
We all forgot.
We all forgot. We give it out of 5 shots, what would you give SZA's Control album, baby boy?
Out of 5, I give a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4, no chaser.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fat, did you get a chance to listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't listen to Vic, but I listened to her. I give her a 4.
I'm giving her 5. I'm giving her all 5 shots,
she might
man.
Have the best shit we done heard.
Yeah,
so far.
I'm gonna go ahead and get
4.5 on there. Like, can I get like half a shot on there too?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We done gave people half a shot before.
No, she definitely deserves it, man. It's like you said, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's one of the best albums
it's crazy,
out.
like to be on Twitter and stuff like that, and people are talking about her album just as much as they're talking about somebody like to Katy Perry's like
right
stance or whatever. Like it's crazy. Like she has a lot of fans out there too.
Yeah. Well, going back to Vic Mensa, the Manuscript came out. 4 tracks on the album. What was your favorite, baby boy?
Oh, I don't know the titles. I don't know. I liked it all though. I like.
There's only 4, so
I don't know the titles though. I listened to it.
There's Almost There, OMG, Rolling Like a Stoner,
I like
and
Rolling
Rage.
Like a Stoner. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. All of them are great.
That. But I like all of them though. I just like what he stand for. As a man, I seen him do a press run with his last one. He went on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about the Trayvon and all that stuff. He's like his last project. Like the cover, I think it was him, but he had like a target on his chest. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, symbolizing with the everything going on with the police and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I dig his vibe, man, and what he stands for.
Yeah, I can get what you're saying too, like with the whole what he stands for thing. It's like he is still like that whole rock star vibe that everybody's with like today or whatever. But it's like he's afraid to like be
it's got a message.
Stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, and I definitely respect that. I mean, because I see that there is a lane for that, and people are jumping into the lane where they're putting their views out there. They're putting a message back in the music, which is deeply needed right now, in my opinion. Right. And I just think Vic Mensa does a good job of giving us just enough. Yeah. I really think because these 4 tracks are so strong, I like the fact that he just left it at 4 tracks and didn't try to give us 22. Right. You know what I mean? Because it kind of leaves you wanting more. So I really dig it. Out of 5 shots?
Give him 3.5.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. What about you, Dali?
I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
Okay. All right. And you didn't either. Well, I'd say out of 5 shots, I give it 3.5.
Okay.
I give it 3.5.
Patron shots?
No, they would get crown shots. They would get crown shots. Yeah. Fireball shots. You know what I'm saying? But definitely worth the listen.
I'm gonna check it out.
Finally, OG in the game comes back with a re-release of Death Certificate. You know what I'm saying? When you think about this man who has transformed himself from an OG in the hip-hop game, a pioneer of hip-hop, into a director and an actor, and even at this point, maybe a social activist with his latest stint on Bill Maher's show. Man, gotta give it up for Ice Cube. Gotta give it up for OG. Baby, the 25th anniversary of Death Certificate was dropped on Friday. Yeah. He also released 3 new tracks for this album. And I'll tell you, when I got a chance to go back and listen to Death Certificate, I was just so surprised and happy because I didn't realize there was so many joints on that album that were just like, oh my God. Yeah. Like classic joints.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a big weekend for him too, though. Like, cause he had got his he finally got the star on the Walk of Fame. Like that's like really big for hip hop. Period.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean, easily this album, I could name a lot of tracks from this album, but one of the best beef records of all time comes from this album. No Vaseline. Yeah. And I love that, there's 3 new tracks on here. So on the same album, you hear him tearing Dr. Dre apart. And then on another track, he's saying he's like the pioneer of hip hop, bow down to Dr. Dre. So it was just amazing full circle that you get on this album. And the 3 tracks, Good Cop, Bad Cop, which I know you got a chance to check out.
I watched the video too. The video was dope.
Yeah.
And for me, the record that stuck out to me, because when I actually sat back and listened to it, it was records I had forgot about. Like the one called True to the Game, where you talking about being a house nigga, you know what I mean? Like, you came out being a street nigga, now you trying to act like this, man. Yeah. It's funny that he went on the show to talk about the whole word, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And I finally understand what we talked about last week, why people take that shit so seriously, man. So I rock with Ice Cube on this one because he's been speaking for our people over 25 years. Yeah. And ain't shit changed. He's still the same message. Right. He ain't changed, so I'm rocking with him.
Yeah. And another thing, though, too, is with the new tracks on here, I mean, of course, there's an up in production. You know what I'm saying? You definitely hear that. But, the lyrics are just as good, just as relevant, and he comes just as hard as he ever did before. And real talk, people really don't want Ice Cube to take this any further because he could really shut some niggas down if he really wanted to come back out.
New project.
I mean, he's dope, man. Yeah. He's just really, really dope.
He ain't lost it.
Not at all.
He don't really get no credit, though.
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
Nah, when every time we have debates on who the top MCs are, you never really hear people throw out Ice Cube name. When you really think about it, he ain't really took no L's.
No.
His character has always been lined up.
I think it's, personally, I don't want to be blasphemous, Cube. Like, my favorite, after LL, Cube was my favorite rapper. Like, with Death Certificate. Because America's Most Wanted. I was too young for that. But when Death Certificate came out, I kind of understood what he was talking about. And then Predator and all that. Mm-hmm. But after the West Side Connection, the first shit, his catalog, it wasn't received like his earlier shit. Like most artists, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where he loses it. I think an artist like LL probably loses it too. You know, because they've been around so long, it's hard, bro. Like, Cube been putting out music since, 88?
Yeah.
So it's hard to, stay in somebody's top 10.
I mean, he had an album in 2000.
Yeah, he still puts out music.
But I mean, of that caliber, yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard, and you get older, and then it's just one of them generational things. Like the younger kids, He ain't trying to hear Ice Cube. He's in, Are We There Yet?
Yeah.
Like, that dude raps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they ain't trying to.
But that's why it's so important for you to go back and listen to this album, man.
It is.
Because there's so many people out there that don't even know that he rapped. But this is a great body of work that you can reference and you can really get an indication of why Cube is so great.
Still, relevant topics. You know what I'm saying? So it's timeless music.
And I really think that you, Fat, should probably do a remix of Giving Up the Nappy Dugout.
Yeah.
He don't like a nappy though.
He don't like a nappy?
No.
Well, let's just go. Speaking of nappy, speaking of nappy, over the weekend, Amber Rose released a nude photo.
Say that shit, man.
Yeah, you gave your sentiments on Amber Rose's picture. This was in conjunction with the promotion of her upcoming Slut Walk.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that? Like the whole movement, like Slut Walk.
You go first, man.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
I want you to go first. I want to hear your opinion first.
I don't know. Like, me, like, speaking from a man's perspective, it's like, I can't really just give, like, the whole, I guess, like, what she means behind, like, the whole slut walk thing. But I think that it is kind of empowering, not just, like, just to see Amber Rose naked or nothing like that. But it's like, I don't know, like, the same way, because she had tweeted out a picture. I forgot who it was. I think it was the lead, Adam Levine. I think she had tweeted out a picture of him, like, and it was like a naked picture of him or something like that. And she was like, "This still seems like I'm singing for attention." And I don't think like it's like attention seeking, but I think she wants it to be, if men can sexualize themselves, why can't women sexualize themselves or something like that?
Yeah,
or whatever. I mean, it's just very like I feel like it's women empowerment. Like that's what I feel like.
My thing though is like,
but you don't gotta be naked, though.
I'm all for women empowerment, right? But I feel like that's so shallow.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like to be first of all, you got a son, okay, and your son is gonna have to live with the fact that his mom is butt ass naked on the internet for the rest of his life. And your grandkids and everybody that comes after, you know what I'm saying, is going to have a reference to her being naked. And I don't think that
So what you think about Kim Kardashian being naked?
Trash, bro.
Okay, but they're not screaming feminism. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think she's doing it.
Why?
Kim K's doing it for a check.
Exactly.
Amber's
I would have more respect.
Behind it. Right.
I would have more respect for you if you did it just for the check, but don't scream
more
feminism.
For the check?
Get your check, boo. Get your coins. I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying?
But why can't you get a check and like
how
try
do you
to have a whole
explain it to your kid though?
It?
Your kid, so they cut me a check, so that makes it cool rather than I was trying to empower my fellow women.
You remember that big ass house that you and mommy live in? Well, that's what bought this
Amber
big
got
house.
a big ass house too, though.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
this is why you got what you have. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but you know what though? I'm gonna butt in. Our reality and LA reality is totally different, man.
True.
I told y'all that before.
Yeah,
You go to LA, it's totally different ball game out there. The way we look at shit, they don't care. Like it's no
they more
labels and shit.
They way more progressive than anybody.
but my thing is, how is you being naked and walking the streets of LA butt naked gonna change?
But she ain't walking the streets butt naked.
They are walking the streets butt naked. Did you see?
You can't walk the streets butt naked.
But slut walk.
I know that.
No,
I know that.
Hey, the slut walk, they do be naked. I was out there.
They
Not
was
butt
naked.
naked.
They be out there.
They
bro.
be naked.
They be out
They
there.
It's
ain't
bro.
been
body
seen
paint.
in.
It's body
Bro, they be
paint,
out there,
but
bro.
they naked.
They be out there. They may not be supposed to. Bro.
Maybe as that. You just can't walk the streets
No, you
butt
can't.
naked.
No,
though.
at the slut walk. At the slut walk,
It's like I feel
they're
like
like body paint naked. My thing is,
Because
look,
it's supposed to, it's about stop victim shaming and the double standard. That's the whole point. It's not that they're going out there just to be naked. They got a movement behind it. It's a reason behind it.
it's like
all
good
that.
intentions behind it, but like it just depends on how you look at the
I
whole
don't
situation.
necessarily agree with them doing all that, but I understand that. You know what I'm saying?
to me, it's the same thing. Okay, if we want to put it into the square or to the box that is feminism, it's the same reason why women burn their bras, right, back in the day. But let me tell you something. Fuck that. Nobody wants to walk around with their titties hanging out. Like you need a bra. Okay, you need a bra.
Okay, so how would you explain feminism?
Feminism is equal pay, right? Feminism is.
It can't just be money though, Kiki.
I'm not saying it's just money, but feminism is being equal to a man in every regard, whether it's financial, whether it's ethically and morally, and in the workplace and in the home
but wouldn't that fall
society.
immorally though? Like as far as like sexualizing women and men and stuff like that, wouldn't that fall like immorally or whatever?
That's the whole thing, Kiki. Think about it. You know the walk of shame, right?
Yeah.
When you leave in the
Yeah,
morning.
who
does that apply to? Who does that apply to?
The man.
Women.
Why not the dude? I'm not saying we need it.
We get kudos for having sex.
You goddamn right.
Right.
You know what I mean? We get kudos.
If one of my partners see me in the same shit the next day, he already know what it is. He ain't like, oh yeah, you was laid up, you was doing.
So she's basically saying like it's okay for me to do what I'm doing, just like it is okay for a man to do what he's doing.
It's no different. It's empowerment, Kiki. Y'all want this shit.
Like I'm not saying every woman just walk around and be naked. Like that's not what I'm saying. Like, but if that's what her movement is standing for,
but if that's what you want to do,
why not like applaud her or whatever for what she's doing? That's what I feel.
I'm just saying there's a better way.
I don't agree with the tactics.
So what would you do?
What would you do?
It's a.
Like if you just like if you was just Amber Rose.
You have a platform. Amber Rose has this phenomenal platform, right? She has thousands of people that follow her. Why not put that in an effort to show little girls how they can, maybe you can work at the same job that a male works at. Maybe you can work on cars. Maybe you can, you can be just as effective in the workplace or in society as a man through the things that you do and how you give back, not because you walking around naked.
But check it out. It's all about the promotion, Kiki. It's shock value. You don't know if they're not talking about that during the actual slut walk. Boy. That's to get your attention, to get you over there to see what it's all about. It's the promotion.
She just dropped down the
Okay, so there's a new one. Breaking news.
She just dropped that.
Breaking news. Amber Rose just dropped another post on her Instagram.
Save it, Fat, before they take it down.
Okay, yeah, we got to save it. But I just want to read the caption, okay? So this is probably going to help us in our discussion here. Amber Rose, this is a picture of her with, looks like there's some transgender males. There's a thick girl, not your typical, size 4. And of course there's Amber Rose. This time she has clothes on. She says, a slut, and this is quote, Amber Rose, a slut, a faggot, a queer, a fat bitch, and a man. That's the description. We embrace all of the derogatory labels that are thrown at us. We've been sexually abused, assaulted, verbally abused, victim blamed, slut shamed, and dealt with a lot of double standards on my team. So if you're anything like us or you want to take a stand with us, go to AmberRoseSlutWalk.com.
See, I don't think it's just about feminism. It's just about owning like who you are and owning like if somebody calls you a slut,
it's about equality.
And you like having sex, I mean, you're gonna have sex. Like that's what it is. Like I think that's what it's more about. Like it's not just about like feminism, like, and I'm pretty sure she is a feminist or whatever. But it's like if somebody calls you this and somebody calls you that, instead of like trying to fight it, if you know that's what you are, why don't you just be that?
Yeah,
but then there's gonna be little girls that grow up and say, you know what? Instead of finding a job, I can go lay up with the biggest baller. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm gonna make my living. That's okay. It's okay to go get on the pole. It's okay. Well, I know, but now she's saying make that okay in society for it to be accepted.
But like what she's saying is, if it's okay for a gay male to go,
you tell that too.
That's what she's basically saying. If it's okay for a gay male to own being gay or whatever, why wouldn't it be okay for a slut to be own being a slut? Like, why wouldn't it be okay for that? And it's like how, like in your logic or whatever, it's like. If it's like how I was just saying, if it's okay for that to happen, why couldn't it be the same thing for a slut?
See, this is the thing. The word bothers me because
because
my thing is, as a man, you are a player because you done fucked a whole bunch of women. As a woman, you're called a slut. You're not called something that's in a positive light. You're not called like, oh yeah, that girl doing her thing. You know what I'm saying?
Dangerous. It's still dangerous, man.
But it's like, what's with the double standard? I don't know if it's anything that anybody could do to kind of change that double standard.
You can't.
That's what I'm saying.
That's public opinion. I feel like most mature men that really understand women and understand relationships and just sex, in its rawest form. I don't call women sluts. I think they're in control of their sexuality.
Yeah.
Like, just because you have a lot of sex, what's so different between me if that's what it is? Now, if you got a motive behind it, that's different. Like, you fucking for a bag or a trip or here and there. Now you putting a price on it.
Yeah.
You a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? But just because you want to have sex, I mean, who don't?
Mm-hmm.
Amber Rose is really, to me, just trying to make sure that people stop judging each other. You know what I'm saying? If this is what you want to do, what they say is there's no greater sin, right? Yeah. What makes this worse than the shit you doing, or the shit you doing, or the shit you doing?
Right.
If this is who you want to lay with, or this is what I want to do, or this is what she want to do, then fuck it, man. We all We shouldn't judge
We all
each other.
human.
I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember back in the day. I don't know about now, but like if a chick got raped, it would be that's the victim blaming. Why did you go up there? She didn't know she was gonna get raped, though. What the fuck you mean? Why did she go up there? Why did you get in this car and why did you do this and
It's
that?
all these conditions.
You don't fucking know. How the fuck do you know? You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's the victim blaming and that's the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But she's trying to, I guess, bring that to a head. But she's using this type of promotion and marketing, in my opinion, just to lure you in.
Right.
So then the shit we talking about, like the real nitty gritty, I think that shit is being expressed at the slut walk. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know nobody. Well, I do know a couple people, but I've never talked to them about it. But I'm sure that type of information is being relayed to everybody because it can't just be all out. Just we out there half-ass showing our ass, having a good time in the name of slut walking. Like that don't mean shit. You can't explain that to your kids. Yeah. I think she got enough sense to figure out that I got a little boy. I have a little boy. And I'm out here doing this. I got to be able to back this shit up when he turned 15, 16, and he start asking these questions.
Well, I mean, she's very fluid with him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Sebastian, she lets him explore, even though he may not understand that it's his sexuality right now, but she lets him explore. I mean, I've seen him with dolls. And she doesn't keep him to where, oh, you're a boy and you can't play with this. She don't play into the stereotypes. She don't be like,
Amber doesn't.
No, I've seen,
like you need to do little boy things.
Yeah, she doesn't make him do little boy things.
Times have changed.
If he wants to play with the Easy Bake Oven or the doll or whatever, then she lets him do that so that he can explore what that feels like.
Why? You know why?
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem because I tell them, the more I travel, the more I understand. Mm-hmm. But when I was coming up, I had a big mama. It was certain things I couldn't do.
Yep.
Like when
Cabbage Patch dolls, you ain't fucking with that.
I'm gonna give you an example. Yep. When I was probably about 5 or something, you be talking with your hand. Sometimes you might stand like this.
Yeah.
My big mom used to like punch me. You know what I'm saying? Like don't do that shit.
Yeah.
When a girl's in the room, you don't be in there and shit. And it's just certain things you
don't realize. You couldn't be sitting with
all girls.
Not saying that anything wrong with, but your big mama just was raised a certain type of way.
And they trying to...
Yeah, you gonna do this.
Yeah.
Ain't no differently with religion,
Right. That's what they know, so that's what they're gonna teach you.
First time I told my dad, I was like, man, I started questioning religion. I was like, man, I'm really into this, to this Islam right now. I'm not feeling this whole Christianity. Mm-hmm. He cussed me out. Yeah. And I said, how you gonna cuss me out? You supposed to be a Christian.
Yeah. Right.
But the thing, he don't know because his mama put it in him. His mama
that's what it is. He kind of passes down from parent to child all the time.
Right.
But over the years, my dad understands, like, bro, times have changed.
And to me, that's what I think that's her whole point is just the judging. We gotta quit judging each other.
Yeah.
So overall, what we say is it.
Well, I just hope that
I think we don't agree with her tactics.
I just hope that behind all of the hoopla and the pictures and everybody's talking, that there is an action that turns out to be something that's positive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. I hope that this just not for the shock value alone.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think the Slut Rock happens next month or in August.
Whenever it is, she can keep posting as many pictures as she wants. I have no problem.
I just want the sex tape to come out. You gotta stop. But you know what though? I hate to sound like a pervert, bro. But I remember when World Star had leaked some of her news and videos.
I got them
she didn't have that fat nappy, so that's why I knew she grew it to get some attention.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it was lined up.
I wonder how we
put a relaxer on there or something.
And see, that goes into I don't know about y'all because I know every man has his preference.
Yeah,
but I was kind of shocked at the number of men that wanted it totally bald, because to me that signifies a little bit of a pedophile. Is that just me?
Nah,
I don't believe that.
Is that just me?
I just want my shit bald,
I like
man.
my shit like me.
Nothing worse than being down and get like some hair in your mouth, dog.
Yeah.
No, man, I want my shit wax, shave, however you do it. I don't care about no bumps, none of that shit,
to the pimp, but we don't think the same.
Yeah, Pimp C wasn't her. Yeah, that's my favorite, man. But that's just me, man. I'm not knocking. If you got them, still go. But
It's not going to stop anything.
Yeah, it might be a little different though.
Yeah, man.
Oh man! In other news, Tory Lanez went shopping over the weekend. Spent $30K at a store, or
That's a lot of
he was
money.
trying to anyway. Is that correct?
Said 35.
I think he ended up.
Oh, it was
I think he ended up
35?
buying them.
$35,000 at a store.
Sheesh.
But they did not want his money, from what I understand. They was
They was
He
on,
was just like following them around or something like
they
that.
was
Okay.
on, they was on that hurry up and buy shit.
okay,
man.
okay.
What
So
store was he in?
they took it. What was the
Somewhere
store?
Melrose. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
he was in Beverly Hills?
I think so.
Oh, you
Okay.
better wake up. They don't need your money.
He was in Toronto shopping at home. They didn't know who he was.
Oh, he was in Toronto?
They weren't wanting to give him
Wait, he was at home. Okay, so we got a little side info here. So he was in Toronto. He was shopping at home. They didn't know who he
Super high-end
was.
store. He went and bought Louis Vuitton. He bought every high brand you could because they weren't showing him any attention. They showed everyone attention even though he walked in first.
Right.
He said, fuck, I'm about to ball out. Here's $35K. Then he took a video from like 30 yards from the store talking shit to the manager. I just spent $35K on y'all's ass.
Okay, so basically this is the thing. He spent $35K because he wanted to let them know that,
Yeah.
hey,
Don't
I
play
got
me.
the money,
Yeah.
so stop following me around the store and pay attention to me because I probably got more money than anybody else in this damn store right now. And they didn't give him any attention. But is he wrong for spending the money there? Should he have just walked out and not spent his coins there?
Should have took his talent somewhere else.
I mean, I feel like every like black male at some point they'd have been in a store or something like that, and they done had somebody follow them
We done
around.
had
And you
that.
just like you really.
I didn't got
and
that
you
feeling
think
with
about
no
it.
money.
Like,
So I know.
exactly. So it's like one day
Shit.
you want to be able to go into this store with these people following you around and just be like, here, like this cash ain't nothing to me, you know?
You
I know,
Or
but then
whatever.
you putting the money in their pocket though.
But I mean, it's like to you, it's the principle of it. They were following you around because they thought you didn't have no money. But it's like,
So what?
I mean, I'm gonna let you know I got the money. Like that's basically what he was doing. I feel like.
Hell no. I ain't letting nothing happen. You ain't want to win everybody over in life. Fuck them if that's what they think.
The same thing happened to Oprah. Y'all remember?
It happens
Oprah?
to everybody. It
Oprah,
happens to
what
everybody.
happened?
Oprah went, yeah,
What happened?
Oprah was like, I don't know if she was in the Bahamas or somewhere. She was somewhere. And
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was over in London over there.
yeah, it was in London. It was in the UK. So she was going to the store. Her and Gail, they were shopping. They were being followed. And
Hurry up and buy.
yeah, they was like, hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. You know what I'm saying? And then what she did was, I don't know if she bought something or she walked out, but then she came back to the States and just told it,
Yeah.
told it.
Yeah, they don't
And-
exist no more.
Yeah, and they don't even exist anymore. I don't even remember the name of the store because they're not here anymore.
Yeah.
Man, she got power to do that, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just don't understand spending money with somebody that don't appreciate.
No, I never do it.
You know what I mean? Because
But I
I
mean,
work
it's like-
hard for my shit.
It's like the person that's sitting there giving you a hard time. That's not who the money's going to. They just get
Exactly.
paid by the corporation.
Exactly.
It's just like
That corporation has hired that individual.
true.
How many other individuals they doing like that? Not just you. It ain't you.
And somebody at the top has set the standard for that store.
Yeah.
True.
I ain't spending my dollar nowhere to accept it, man, or appreciate it. All these little ragged ass clubs on Cedar Springs, they ain't gonna never see my money. They on the same bullshit. They on the same
We
bullshit.
gonna be at
All
DK.
that kung fu and shit.
Kung Fu.
They wouldn't let me in
Yeah,
there.
Kung Fu,
Hey,
man.
that-
One Concrete be on the bullshit.
Yeah, they don't like
Clutch
niggas,
be
bro.
on some bullshit.
Fort
All of
Worth,
them be
too.
on some bullshit.
And not only that, but in Funky Town, it'd be the same way because you go
Fort Worth,
go
yeah.
down to 7th Street.
7th Street.
You know what I'm saying?
No
They ain't
niggas.
let
They
you
got
in
these
over there
bullshit
either.
dress codes.
No
It's
niggas,
basically a nigga on the dress code. No Jordans, no this, no that. That's a nigga. Just
They'll say no
Just say no
Timberlands.
niggas.
No niggas.
How
Yeah,
about
no
that?
Timberlands, no Jordans.
Be straight up.
No polo boots.
Yeah, no hats.
Fuck
Yeah.
all
But you
that,
know what
man.
it is, man? They train them. Like you said, they train them.
Yeah, man.
And then they be on them, the earpieces, too.
yeah.
Like if it'll be a line like the one with the black shirt on.
The illest shit about it all, though, is like after he probably spent the money, they was probably like, yeah, let me get your contact. You know, we got a new line coming in and we can get. Oh, get off, dick. No,
Yeah,
get
you know
off,
what?
Get
Yeah,
off, get
we
off.
done.
No,
Yeah.
no. That's
But
some bullshit.
this is why I say, you know what I'm saying, in the sentiments of Minister Farrakhan, okay? Look, hey, you have to empower yourself by how you spend your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You empower your race by how you spend your money. We spend trillions of dollars every year. It's time to move that money into another direction. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Let's move that money into another direction because that's the only way you're going to be heard.
See, and when you listen to the video, like the Instagram video he put up, it's more about him balling out than what happened. Yeah, we just bought up all this Gucci shit. We just bought up all this Louis Vuitton shit. He didn't think we had no money. I spent 35 racks up in there. And you just missed the whole, like, you missed everything. Like, it ain't even about none of that, bro. It ain't about none of that.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, you still losing in life, dog.
yeah.
So
You
what would
still
y'all have
losing
done?
in
like,
the game of
differently?
life because you black.
What would you have done? He said, what would you done
I'd have
different?
left.
Like, would you have done like what Oprah had did or whatever? Like,
if he got the
made a
power,
big
I don't know if
scene
Tory
about it?
Lanez got that kind of power.
Nah.
He could probably.
He
I mean,
don't, but, like, he could
that's
have
where he reside, where he's from. So he might have been able to, he could have at least affected, something. But
I think there could have been an influence as far as the urban
I want to
community.
spend money. I don't spend money with people that don't deserve it, man. That people don't really want my money.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what I got. I done seen cats come. I revert back to the club shit. I done seen cats get turned away, and then somebody of a different ethnicity come in there with the same type of shit, and it's just that's the bullshit. That's the bullshit stereotype. Like, we don't spend no money and we don't do this and we just what you think we just gonna come in here and just walk around? Everybody's just the same old. Everybody, every race it got some goddamn window shoppers. Everybody, everybody don't come in and spend.
Right.
Motherfucker might just be in there because they got 5 minutes to burn. Let me go in and see what they got.
And why is that
I'll
such
come
a
back
problem?
tomorrow and buy something. But goddamn,
Why is that such a
but
problem?
I'm not giving that individual my money.
Right.
What you should have did is just pulled out. He might not have had no cash. I don't know if he got a black card or something. Pull that cash out and flash it or something and then leave. I'd have been cool with that.
Go Black Youngstone and start the money on the ground.
It's still some ghetto shit, but show him you got it then if you want to do it. But don't give it to him.
But keep it in your pocket
don't
and
give
go
it to
spend
him.
it. Go spend it in the
That's
hood.
weak.
Yeah,
Man,
definitely.
real talk, man. If on the level he should be getting all that shit sent to him anyway.
Right.
And that's the shit I'm on. Like one thing I know about being an artist nowadays is like when you popping and you know what you're supposed to be doing, man. Them labels gonna send that shit to you.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
They may not cut a check with you, but they'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But if they don't, spend it with somebody that cares about what you got going on. Spend it with somebody that's going to invest back in your communities and your people. How about that, man?
Yeah.
How about fucking that?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You get a bill for that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Khaled is already starting to try to facilitate the wealth of young Assad. He is taking Assad everywhere. I saw him this morning on Kelly and Ryan this morning for his first interview. He also was at was he on the Summer Jam stage in New York this weekend?
He was at North Park just a minute ago. Shit.
Yeah, and he's also the executive producer of the new album Grateful. So Assad has a hell of a sheet of accolades right now. Assad is killing it right now.
Is he even won yet?
No, he's not one. I think he's about 6 months right now.
Probably.
Is Khaled doing too much?
Is he?
Do you think so?
Hell yeah. Assad got it cracking, nigga. Assad probably gonna be hosting parties in the next 6 months.
Hey, boy.
Boy.
Hey, boy.
No, I mean, you gotta, I guess you gotta give it to Khaled. I mean, he's in love with his son. Like, this is like probably one of his greatest creations ever, and he's just in love with the fact of being a father. I get that, but I just don't think that being on Kelly and Ryan is a place for a 6-month-old, and Summer Jam is not a place for a 6-month-old.
He running around with Assad like he KD and just won the championship. Bring my trophy out.
I ain't never seen his wife.
Trophy out.
I never seen the wife or baby mama or whatever.
I've seen it a couple times, maybe twice.
Yeah.
I seen the baby.
Keep on the low.
He's setting that boy up for success.
Yeah, I get it. I just, what if Assad grows up and doesn't want to do none of this shit though?
He still be rich.
He was able to experience though to see if he wanted to do it.
He's 6 months old.
He don't know none of this shit going on.
He's not even gonna remember
but this
this
shit
shit.
is gonna go on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Khaled's
until he learn how to run.
Khaled is not stopping, okay, the Assad tour. Assad is currently on tour.
Yeah, he on tour.
Right now.
I mean, everywhere he goes.
He gonna be hosting parties in a minute. Watch.
Yeah, might as well.
I believe Assad is on a flyer somewhere.
Assad gonna be next to
breaking news. DJ Khaled's fiance checks him for being too loud while baby Assad
I seen
is
that on
asleep.
World Star. I seen that on World Star.
Well, if you remember, whenever Assad was being born, I mean, Khaled was in the delivery room.
What is this? I got the keys or something like that?
Yeah, I Got the Keys was playing, and like
the fuck?
Khaled was like, another one, it's coming.
Another one.
He over the top with it. She got mad. He be in the house. Hey, yo, Assad, did the Rihanna vocals come in yet?
Assad be trying to drink his milk and go to sleep.
Assad be out of there.
Assad probably like, fuck this shit.
But look at it. Think about our baby pictures when we was kids and we looked at shit that we was doing with bad haircuts and, small clothes on. But Assad gonna be like, he was perfect. He was like,
Assad is GQ.
That's what Fat Joe.
Say the best picture that they got is Assad in the hot tub right now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ain't that the album cover?
Yes.
Color.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that on Summer Jam. Yeah.
To the max.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I'm so glad that he is loving being a father. I mean, there's nothing greater than being a father, and the fact that he loves his son the way he does is amazing and definitely sets an example for the Black community. But just let Azad take a nap.
Ain't no naps.
Let him take a nap, and
He
you
can't-
know
They don't want you to nap.
they don't want you to nap.
He can't nap. He waiting on the vocals to come in.
Hey,
Shit.
you know what? I forgot. Since we talking about Summer Jam, I just seen something yesterday with Remy Ma. She brought out everybody, all them
Yeah.
chicks.
Everybody but
Everybody.
but Nikki.
Said, fuck Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, she
man.
had some choice words for Nikki on the Summer Jam
Choice
stage.
words.
Yeah.
What was what she said? She said, "Oh, you can't be one of the hottest females in the game if you have a ghostwriter."
Bell. Get a bell.
But they say Papoose Roshita. Hit that bell again.
Here we go.
It's gonna be interesting. Nikki's gearing up for an album, and I caught her on social media today saying that it was gonna be an instant hip hop classic.
Nah.
Now we talked about the lack of vocals that she's had over the last few tracks that she's put out, so
We're
it'll be
missing
interesting.
Safari.
Yeah, I think
Get back with Safari.
give him a call.
Maybe you hear your classic.
Y'all gotta stop playing Nicki, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
gotta
already
stop
know.
playing Nicki.
Okay, but did you hear her
Explain.
last? Did you hear? Okay, did you hear her? She did a song with who was that just released last
Yo
week?
Gotti.
Yo
Wake
Gotti.
It Up.
Did you hear Rack It Up?
That's like a club banger though. Like you ain't supposed to get on there and like spit and stuff like that. If you want to be honest, like I mean, she did just as good as Yo Gotti did on that song.
I don't know, man.
Your verse wasn't bad to me. She did what she's supposed to do for a strip club record.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just one of the people, man. Nicki ain't just gave me nothing since when she first came out.
This is the thing.
Like that
You're a
monster
female.
verse.
You
I
have
wanna hear
to
that
work
monster.
harder.
Since
You
way
have to be
back then?
consistent.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm not saying she ain't got hit records. Let's keep it 100. Like, she got all them EDM records and those crossover
Calvin
records.
Harris records
Don't say
and
hip hop
stuff, yeah.
classic, bro.
Yeah.
Because hip hop classic is this small. You dig what I'm saying? You got everything
You
else,
damn right.
but you got this small.
You
You
damn
can't
right.
say hip hop classic.
You don't know what a classic is. We decide
We
what a
decided,
classic
bro.
is, not
Yeah.
you.
She need to stop it because none of her albums been a hip hop classic, man. She gorgeous and she can rap, but ain't
I
been a
sense
hip
that
hop
Dali
classic.
is riding for Nikki right now. He wants to
know,
say something. Say it.
In fact, anytime you want to correct me, you hold it too.
Oh, yeah, that motherfucker.
Speak your piece.
Hip hop classic. You can't play like her debut album was not a hip hop classic and wasn't a turning point for
Let me look
female
that
rap.
The
Pink
debut
Friday, yes, the first album.
was a classic?
Yes, you
I
can't.
agree. She'll never repeat it again.
But you think it was a classic, Kiki?
What, the Pink Print?
Yeah.
It was a great album.
Classic
He
is
said
what I
hip hop.
asked.
He said
Like
hip hop
if
classic.
Nicki hadn't existed, and Remy is hard too. Don't get me wrong, but it's like if Nicki hadn't existed, what would Remy have to talk about when she got out of jail?
I will say that Nicki Minaj changed the game
You know,
for what,
Remy was
what a
popping before
female
She was
hip-hop
popping
artist
before. She
looks
was popping
like
before,
right
but she
now.
would never got to that caliber.
Nicki has changed what a female artist looks like right now. Because, yeah, she might have bit from Lil' Kim, you know what I'm saying? But at the same
I
time,
don't believe that. Changed how? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, as far as what a new female artist looks like and what we perceive them to be.
Because females were seen to have to be just as gangster as the boys, but she made it okay. Like you can be a prissy rapper,
Right, and you can sing, you know what I'm saying? And you can talk about being in love.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think all female rappers were trying to be gangster.
What about Trina?
Queen wasn't trying to be gangster.
Trina?
Trina was talking about fucking and
Latifah wasn't gangster. MC Light wasn't gangster.
they weren't talking about love either.
Everything Eve did wasn't gangster.
Yeah, they were.
Talking
Latifah
about
and
love?
Queen? Are you kidding me?
You feeling gangster?
I mean, they were. I feel like they were. I feel like they were
everything
like.
wasn't gangster.
They were conscious. It was either conscious or trying to be gangster.
Eve
That's what
ran
I
with a
feel like.
gangster crew. She wasn't a gangster though.
I feel like it was just trying to be conscious or like.
Lauren Hill. Everybody
Very,
was
very
gangster.
conscious. That's what I feel like. Very, very conscious. But it's
Yeah.
okay to like come out and make hit records like what's her name? Kaya said they stick like grits. Like I mean, like you come out and you can make your hit records or whatever.
Well,
but
first
still
of
be
all,
able to
Calvin
be able to
Harris
spit.
didn't exist before all them other women. He wasn't around. All them EDM records she making,
True.
those records didn't exist. So
crossed over.
Those women
Yeah.
didn't have those opportunities that Nicki is getting.
But at the same time, you got to think of like the big pop stars from the 90s and stuff like that as well. There were still producers and stuff like that back then that they could have worked with, but they were seeing like they had to just stay in the circle of rap.
Well,
That's what they were seen
no
as.
rappers were making that kind
Exactly,
of
because
music.
everybody felt like they had to be stuck in
So
the circle of rap.
well, not just women, men weren't making those records. So she just happened to be in a time where she can capitalize on both. But she's alienating her core fan base. All her real fans that fuck with her from the Smack DVD and all that shit, they don't fuck with none of that shit.
I don't agree.
Hell no.
What's going to be interesting to see because she's coming out with an album. She says it's
I
going
like
to be
Nicki.
a classic, but we'll be the judge. You know we're going to give it to you.
And bring me back so I can talk about it. I'm gonna let y'all know.
I don't think she should have said that though. because now you got too much hype.
True.
Definitely. Well, I want to get into you, Dali. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You got a brand new project out as well.
It's actually coming on Thursday the 15th.
Thursday.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
But before we get into that, you know what I'm saying? Because I, don't know that much about you.
Hello.
Your manager said that I actually picked you. And so I'll take the credit for that.
You're amazing.
But tell us about, you know what I'm saying, how you started, what was your first love of music and how you really decided to go down this road and be an artist.
Like, I always kind of like music. And, this is like what every artist say. Like, I just always like music and stuff like that or whatever. But like, wanting to actually like create something that's your own or whatever, that was kind of like what I wanted to do instead of like, rapping somebody else's raps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And like, I don't know. I can remember like when I was like in 7th, 8th grade, maybe like 11, 12 years old, and like everybody was like into like sports and skating. And like when I was staying in Cedar Hill or whatever, everybody was just into like skateboarding or sports and stuff like that. And obviously other things too. But there was like nobody that was trying to like be, I guess, like an artist other than like everybody that was like doing like the jig music and stuff like that was coming out at that point in time. And I knew that's not what I liked or whatever. So I wanted to do my own thing or whatever. And it took me a while to like get to where I am right now. But it's like, I mean, it's always just something I always wanted to do was like music. Like I wanted to be that guy that was like known for doing music when I first started off or whatever.
So what artist really, changed the game for you? Like that you said, you know what? I know I can do this.
It's like when I was younger, I can remember listening to people like obviously like Kanye or T.I. and Lil Wayne and stuff like that. Because those are like the legends to me or whatever, like people that really like inspired me when I was younger. And there was like a little point in time too where I just like kind of like disconnected from hip hop, which was around that time or whatever when I was just trying to decide what I wanted to do and stuff like that. And I don't know why, I always kind of been like a serious kind of like kid kind of sort of or whatever. And I was just like, what do I want to do? What do I like and stuff like that. And whenever I came back around back to liking hip hop or whatever, it was around probably like 2008, 2009, and that's when I like somebody on like Drake, and I fell back like liking Lil Wayne and stuff like that. I think like No Ceilings had just released right before that and stuff like that, and obviously y'all tried to clown my girl, but Nicki.
What was the disconnect with hip hop?
I don't know. Like it was like one of those times like you try to like. As a teenager or whatever, you go through that time where you just start feeling like my people don't understand me. Like, that kind of stuff or whatever.
Okay.
Just that time I was trying to be extra emotional and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And that was kind of like my disconnect or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like trying to be like too emotional. Like trying to be like misunderstood and stuff like that. That's really all it was.
So it was something that was kind of like, it was. Why do you feel like that people didn't understand you? Was it just because of like, the direction that you were going in your music, or was it just like a life-changing thing as you were trying to grow into adulthood?
It was one of those things like when you're like maturing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're like a child, it's like everything is like fun and games and stuff like that to you. No matter like what situation you're in, you still always want to kind of smile and stuff like that. But when you transitioning from a boy to a young man or whatever, it's like you trying to figure out myself, like not like what everybody else likes and stuff like that.
Right.
Or whatever.
And obviously, you show that through your music and also through your dress and how you put yourself out there as an artist. You're definitely, somebody when they see you, they like remember who you are. Was that the goal? Or is there more to that? Like,
it wasn't like, it was just like, oh, I'm going to start dressing like this or whatever it was just because I want to be looked at or whatever. It always was kind of like in me, like I was saying, it was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do and what I thought was cool versus like what everybody else thought was cool or whatever. Because I believe like cool, like people were wearing like Jordans and stuff like that, or whether it be like, even now when people are like Bape and Supreme and stuff like that, but I think like thumbs up to you and stuff like that, but that's just not like my style or whatever. Like it just never was me or whatever to like do that kind of thing.
Do you care about what people how people look at you?
I mean, I feel like as a man, the only people you have to, whose opinion should really influence you are your loved ones. And even at that, like you still gotta like take that with like a grain of salt or whatever. Like you kind of like, you still gotta be able to know who you are. Yeah. At the same time, like if I ever have kids and stuff like that, I still want them to be able to be like, oh, that's my dad. Like I'm really proud of him or whatever. Yeah. Like how we were just talking about like Amber and stuff like that, how she would probably explain it to her son or whatever to make him understand, and he would go on like as an understanding person and stuff like that. Was it hard for your family to understand? My parents always knew I was like kooky. Like my sisters and stuff like that, I was like they were like, it was kind of hard for them to like just understand me and stuff like that. But like my parents, they always knew. Like I was just like, I don't know, an eyeball.
Where you grew up in?
I'm from West Dallas, but went to high school in Cedar Hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big ass culture change too.
Yeah, I mean,
He said West Dallas. I'm like, shit,
and then
okay.
my thing too is like that's a
fuck
really
down over there.
it's a really hard road to get on because I mean in the urban community, you know, with having like braids and colors and like dressing and like jewelry and
everything.
I mean like
We're the last
it's
accepting
really
group.
hard because we'll make you think we hate you.
Yes. That's really kind of what it is. But I mean, there's somebody out there to understand everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Yeah.
Or
Damn
whatever.
right.
So I mean, if you fuck with me, you fuck
It's
with
a
me. If you
demo for
don't,
everybody, especially in this day and age.
exactly.
Well, the one thing that I can say about you that I can't necessarily say about other artists that you may be grouped with, and I would say like a Uzi or a or a Thug or something like that, is that I know you hate that, right? Okay, but when I listen to you, when I listen to the music, like you go hard, bro. Like you go hard.
Thank you.
For real. For real. And so how has that been to like, you know, to create like you create this music that you create that's really, you know, you're speaking about what's going on in our culture and you're not saying anything really that hasn't been said before. You're saying in your own way, but it's like I don't like when if somebody was to just see you, they would not
And
think.
that happens a lot of times. Like people,
Prejudge.
like even my manager, he might say that. He might say like people won't listen to me just from the way that I look. But I mean, it's kind of cool with me or whatever. Like whenever you actually give me a chance or whatever to listen to my music or whatever, because I know I'm like in people face enough for them to have to listen to me and stuff like that. You're gonna realize like I'm actually good at what I do or whatever. So it's like no matter what I look like, what I sound like, anything like that, you can't like deny like the work or whatever.
I think it's really cool because there's going to be people that's going to look at you and they're not going to want to listen. But if they do listen, they're going to be very happy.
Yeah.
They're going to be very happy they did.
You shocked the shit out of me too. Oh God, bro, because I'm real picky on what I listen to. And I think the video I watched was a Swing High, Swing Low.
Swing Low.
Swing Low. I watched that video and I thought the video was dope. But what I expected to come out just by his swag, I thought it was gonna be some of this new age, and all that shit. I don't know. But when this nigga got on there was spitting, I showed her a freestyle today that you had did.
Oh yeah, we watched the freestyle
in front
today.
of like this little elevator. Yeah, that shit right there. And you went for a long time, not just spitting the 16. You went for a long time. And I want them niggas. I know if a nigga could rap or not when I hear him spit. And I heard you spit, no beat, no nothing. I said, yo, that shit was fucking dope, bro.
I mean, like, I feel like it's possible. Like, you know how they try to say, like, the wave that's popular now or whatever. Yeah. Like how you would group me in with, like, somebody like a Thug or a Uzi just based off of how I look and stuff like that. Like,
It's
they say that's
visibility.
that's what people believe is the wave now. I believe it's a way to mix outwardly expressing who you are with actually having, like, I don't know, you can be as conscious as you want to, or you can be just, you know, like have as fun as you want to. Because I feel like a lot of those artists, they represent fun or whatever. And it's okay to like mix the two of those things together or whatever and make something out of it, you know?
Is there a message that you want to convey?
Like the message I always say is just like, do you, like no matter what. And that's just like a basic kind of thing or whatever. But like, it's just like, do you no matter what. Right. Whether it be you, I don't know, like everybody has their own little oddball thing about them and stuff like that. It's just like embrace who you are or whatever. And like just work as hard as you can at whatever you do so that nobody can deny your work ethic. If they don't like you, if they don't like what you represent, exactly. It's like they gotta respect you.
Right.
Right.
I got a curveball to ask you. How do the women treat you?
They love me.
Let me tell y'all why, man. Because I remember like watching that Dave Chappelle. I think Charlie Murphy was talking about Prince. How Prince had like all the bitches because of the way he dressed, like his whole.
I love Prince,
and they said
that's my boy right there. That's my boy.
And your swag, you know, like real talk, your swag kind of puts me in there like the '80s era when all the band members were like trying to be as different as fuck from what the normal was, and they had all the women. So that's why I've been wanting to ask you this the whole time.
You know
bro.
the thing about it, women love confidence.
Yeah.
Whatever you are, as long as you hold tight to that, and regardless of what's going on around you, that's confidence, man. You gotta applaud that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they scared to be who they really are. You know what I'm saying?
So what is the reaction?
Like, what do you mean? Like
when girls, you know, see you or you perform or something like that? Like,
to me, like, I'm kind of like a charmer, I guess, when it comes to like women and stuff like that. So I can say the right things and stuff like that, or I can instantly make like a girl like, you know, either it goes like in the friendship level or whatever it goes into, you know. I can just make a woman like fall in love with me as a person or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my personality and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Like you were
different.
saying,
Me
man.
too, man.
I see you, baby. I see you.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up. Well, the project is coming. And on this project, are you working with anybody on the project, or is it just all Dali Voodoo?
You kind of gotta wait and see. The official like project is coming early 2018, but
Okay.
I have a single that I'm gonna be pushing, and
Okay.
it's called Rainwater. I'm actually gonna play that for y'all today, but that's coming on Thursday.
Okay.
15. Okay.
Yeah, the
Rainwater.
15th. Yeah.
So let me ask you. Dang, I just had a question in my head. As far as dang, I just lost the question. That sucks.
That's happening to me all day.
That
I keep
sucks.
losing my whole train of thought.
Yeah, that definitely sucks. Well, I gotta ask you because I haven't seen this on any store racks. Where did you get this outfit? Where do you shop?
Love. That's the secret. That's all a part of the
We
the
can't
mystery
get
right
no-
there. You can't get the recipe to like what I'm cooking over here. You know, like
I just want to know
Right, you
because
gotta-
it's really
He say he
dope.
not
Like,
giving out the sauce, Kiki.
you know, where's he shopping at? Because
look, you can call me shopping next time, Kiki. I'm
Okay,
gonna let you know.
okay,
and then
I'm
we can
coming
go.
with you. Yeah,
Exactly.
He gonna make you sign a disclosure.
yeah.
Exactly.
Where I can't tell.
Leave your phone in the car. We ain't gonna say where we at or nothing like that. We just gonna go shopping and yeah, that's what we doing.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. I'm down because I can't shop or shit. Like I hate shopping. Like I really do. Like I don't like shopping. I don't like going to the mall. I don't like any of that shit.
Like
so.
that's retail therapy right there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can do that.
But speaking of freestyle, so do you freestyle? Can you give us a little something acapella?
Oh, on the spot.
Y'all gotta,
Put you on the
y'all
spot,
gotta stop
bro.
with that today. Y'all gotta stop with that today.
Not today.
Not today. But I have brought y'all like a lot of records today.
Okay, we will let everybody get a piece of Dali Voodoo.
You know, a lot of people
as
too.
far
I
as
was on Instagram the other day. I was seeing you fucking like with Rizzo.
Oh yeah, that's the boy right there.
Yeah.
My manager had put me on to him not too long ago, and and we ended up like traveling with him for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you come up with the name Dali Voodoo? That was my question.
My Instagram name for the longest was like Voodoo Child or whatever, and like I was running with that for a minute. I actually had a friend who just started calling me Voodoo or whatever, and that's how that all kind of like became a whole thing. And I remember it was in a song that I have, and I used to like have a lot of songs out like on SoundCloud and stuff like that. And one of the songs I said, "Call me Voodoo, no Dali," and that's what I said, like no Voodoo doll, something like that or whatever. And then I was just like, you know what, like
Just ran with it.
put the Dali over here,
Yeah.
slap the Voodoo that way, move the no, and then it just kind of happened like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's super dope because you're so creative. Like even when like Fat was talking about the visuals and even your Instagram posts and your photo shoots and stuff, like I'm in love with the artist in you.
Thank you.
Like for real. Like I'm so in love with it because it takes balls to have individuality and be organic and to be original. And so it's so much needed. You know what I'm saying? At the basis of it all, in hip hop, it's your originality. It's your
definitely.
authenticity.
You know what's crazy? That was the root of hip hop.
Right.
Everybody just being individuals, not trying to look like the other person, not trying to sound like the other
Facts.
person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So we got to commend you on that.
I'm always throwing the curveball. So
Here you go.
I got this segment. I got this segment I do with everybody that comes on our podcast called "What's in Your DM."
What's in my DM?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So like we asked Big King, Kurt Cobain, everybody come on the show. We asked them to go on their Instagram and just kind of share with the people the type of shit.
Well, yeah, what's your
type of
first
shit me and
DM?
them. And know me, you know, we don't get. It's a podcast. We don't give a fuck. You can say whatever's
Okay.
in the.
And you don't have to say
the
no
first-
names. You
The
don't have to
first
say
DM I got is like we got like a little group message with my friends and stuff like that. We always just be sharing like funny stuff off in there.
Yeah.
Like, can I scroll a little bit? Like,
Do what you
Yeah.
do. Do what you
Yeah.
do. We just want the people to know what's
We
in
wanna know
Voodoo.
what's
What's
going
in-
on.
Yeah.
What's in the
I mean,
Voodoo
it's a lot
DM?
of people like just like trying to work and stuff like that. There was actually a girl who had reached out to me, and I had put something on my Instagram story, and she was just like, love, love, love. And I was like, thank you. And then she was like, anytime. And she said she remembered meeting me somewhere. And it just turned into a whole conversation about her wanting to be more confident or something like that. Or
Wow.
whatever.
inspired.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
inspire people.
Something like that.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that happens a lot in my DMs because it all comes from my story from Instagram.
What's your favorite emoji?
The unicorn, probably.
The unicorn?
I feel like I'm a unicorn. Yes.
I like that.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's what really happens in my DM. People just be talking to me about stuff like that. That's what we gonna say. That's what we gonna leave it at today, Kiki.
That's fine, man.
Okay.
I can
All
take
right.
that.
All right.
We have some people that get it, they don't want to look in the DM. They don't want to answer that.
That's the vault right there. That's the vault. It goes
Yeah,
down in
you
the
know, we
DM.
gotta dig in the crates and dig in the vault a
the
little
cracks
bit.
and the crevices. Shout out to Side Baby right there.
Well,
go ahead. King.
Oh, go ahead.
What's the group that you in?
BMBG. Be motivated by
BMBG.
greatness.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it stands for.
I got my boys with me right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
all
I
right.
did a little homework, man. I did a little homework, man.
So is this kind of like an Odd Future type of thing or an ASAP type of thing? Will we have other artists that'll come through and
Yes. Like, I don't know if y'all really paid attention to the whole Swing Low video, but like everyone for BMBG was inside that video.
Mhm.
And actually Forrest and Roy, they're here with me today. Those were the ones that were on the song as well.
Yeah, which
Okay.
one had the preacher outfit on?
Forrest right there with the green hair.
Okay. I paid attention, man. I paid attention, man. It was a dope video.
That's so
See,
dope. So
I
there will
fuck
be
with them.
more coming from
From everybody, yes.
everybody.
That's
All
what's up.
right. I love that. Well, let's go ahead and get in because we would love to have your opinion. We do something that's called Ask Fat, Ask Kiki. And today's question is, how should a man holler at a woman in 2017? Because it's really hard for men to figure out how to talk to a woman because women don't like to be hollered at on the street. They don't like to be hollered at in their DMs. So how does a man approach a woman in 2017?
Wait, so is it like ask y'all or like
Well, no,
y'all
well,
Well,
ask
that's the
you?
question we got.
Yeah, we always
Okay.
ask, what we do, we put a platform up for people to ask us certain questions.
Got you.
And a woman came at me on some why men are always in my inbox.
Mhm.
So I made a status saying that basically like women, y'all should stop jumping over the guy that's in your inbox. That could be who God sent to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So my
Right.
question is, what is the proper way, if you male, female, whatever it is, to approach somebody? If you want to approach somebody, how do you do it?
I feel like it ain't like just no proper way. Like you can look at Kiki or you can look at another woman or something like that, and Kiki might like something,
Yeah.
but the other woman might not like that or whatever. So it kind of depends on like the woman. And I mean, the best thing you can do is kind of fill out the situation, like, and with social media and stuff like that, you can kind of almost you can try to get a grasp of like how somebody is and stuff like that, like through that or whatever, like. Or even if like you in person with them, like whether it be like at a function or something like that, or a show or whatever, like I don't know. It just kind of depends on the person. There's like I don't feel like it's just no like proper way to do that.
Depends on the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you go about it?
I mean, I can hop in the DMs. I mean, I thought he was gonna ring that bell. I thought he was gonna mess with me. I mean,
Hand, right? I thought he was.
I hit the Kermit. I'm on the Kermit.
I mean,
I was my
look,
teeth.
y'all cannot like doubt the power of the DM. Like, don't doubt the power. Like, you got to make sure.
Get one for that one.
Exactly. You gotta like, and it's like you got that one DM. Like, you gotta make sure you say the right thing.
Okay,
like,
but can you say anything? Is there certain things you can't
like,
say
you
in a
gotta be
DM?
like, hey, yo, look, like you can't say like no whack stuff or whatever. But like,
Break it down. Oh, tell me.
The DM is
break
kind
it
of.
down.
I mean, because it's more than one way. Like, because it's like even if you like in person with somebody, like
It's the same thing as being in person. The DM,
kind of, sort of, or whatever. But at the same time, like instead of, I feel like in person, especially since we in like the internet age and stuff like that, instead of like giving your number and stuff like that. See, I gotta thank my boy Forrest right there. He put me on game. He let me know like you can't just leave a number. Like you gotta give him like your Twitter, your Instagram, something like that, so they can go back and look like who number did I get?
We'll have a
last night, you know?
conversation when we get
Oh, whatever. Like you gotta, they gotta know who you is, but they gonna remember you when they go to like your Instagram or your Twitter or
Yeah,
something like that.
because I agree with that because there's no context. Like,
Exactly.
I can't just say give me your number because who the fuck am I?
Right.
Like if I do that in person, at least you can at least size me up in person.
Yeah.
But
On
you can go
Instagram-
through the post and get an idea.
No, but that's what he said. You gotta leave your shit so
like
they
when you
can
in
go on there and
person,
check.
yeah, like you gotta give them the whole little resume right there, real
yeah,
quick.
that way,
Like,
that way they can check you out and then see
That's
if
a
they
gift
want
and
to
a curse,
proceed.
though, bro.
Yeah,
Because I done had some chicks where they be like, when I'm talking to them, they be like, what's your Instagram? I'm going to be like, shit, I don't want to be like, I am Fat Pimp. She like, Fat Pimp? Like, what the fuck? Oh, wait, you follow my homegirl. Like, oh, wait, I know you. You fuck with her.
right.
So sometimes it could be bad.
Yeah, it can.
I slide in the DMs, bro. I'm a habitual DM slider.
But I mean, like in person and stuff like that. Like I said, you can't doubt the power of the DM, bro.
The power of the DM.
Exactly. It's
using
power
that.
in the DM,
Hashtag
bro.
power of the DM.
Like-
Okay, so let me ask you this because we were talking about this a little bit earlier and how females are perceived versus how men are perceived. So if a female slides in your DM and says, "You know what? You're really sexy. You can get it."
I'm gonna let her shoot her shot. Like,
You know what, me? I'm
She
always...
just shot it.
Is she a slut?
Nah, she ain't no slut. I never call a woman a slut for woman.
see, we were saying it's confidence. Like, that's that confidence right there. That's that confidence.
Hey, I never call her no slut, man. I had a girl send me her titties and nothing else.
And that was okay.
I just sent
Like,
like,
just like-
I just sent the the emoji when you give them the side eye, like what's that
You
for?
gave her the side eye?
Yeah, because usually when a woman just sends titties, they don't be looking cute. I'm trying to find that shit.
You messing with them catfishes. Why they sending you just some titties straight?
Man, bro, hold on.
Right.
Y'all, I'm finna show you. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Man.
Okay, what's in Fat's DM?
Look at this shit.
Right.
Look.
Boy.
Look.
No, chill, bro.
I'm lying, bro. I'm not
Let me
gonna lie.
see. Let me
Look.
see. Let me see.
Like, she let you on some monkey bars upside down.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like,
Look at
To
this
get
shit,
a
bro.
visual, they are huge. They are huge titties with
Oh,
big
look at titties.
areolas,
Big
and
areolas.
little bitty
I'm an areola
and-
man.
and a
though.
little
I
bitty,
like me an areola.
yeah.
Yeah. You see, I get.
and
I'm
a
like,
little
what?
bitty
they look
nipple.
like side eyes.
And a little bitty nipple.
But then then when you go to their page, it's private and shit too, so it kind of make you be like,
Yeah.
Sometimes I follow
You
them
know
just
what
to see
that
where they
looks
are.
like though to me? That looks like she's soliciting sex.
She was.
I knew it.
See, this ended up in the KOD group chat because I had sent it to everybody being like, yo, look at that, just got sent to my DM and shit. You know.
I'm surprised she didn't send a price. She sent like the
I
eyes.
don't pay for no pussy.
No, I'm just saying because she was soliciting. So
Listen, I'm not. No. Let's get that clear.
She ain't send the
Fat
money
Pimp,
bag.
nah,
She
Fat Pimp don't
ain't
pay
send
for
the money
pussy,
bag.
man. Nah, listen. Let me tell y'all something, man. Listen, now bullshit you not. One thing about Dallas, it's very easy to be promiscuous when you're young. So we don't pay for pussy, man.
No.
Hell no. It's always somebody who wants to.
note to ladies, ain't nobody worth having sex with is paying for pussy.
Hell nah.
So stop.
Only thing supposed to, man, hell no. I'm not paying for shit, man. I don't pay for water and I don't pay for pussy. Well, I'm actually lying because I do buy cold water.
Hey, what if
water.
it's Amber though and she in
Amber?
shade?
Hey, Amber.
She got a
Hey,
haircut.
I'm not paying for Emma to fuck, bro. She's a slut, bro.
Damn, because
She said it. She's a
Because of
slut.
the slow walk, my nigga.
I support her. I don't listen. If a woman can fuck as many niggas she want to, babe, long as we fucking and it's understood how we got it going on, I'm not knocking.
Yeah.
Cause I used to be a hoe.
Me,
Yeah, I'm not.
Y'all gotta stop.
I couldn't even.
When you young, you know, you're like a
That was
dog.
hesitation.
You're like a dog with your pink thing out,
Of course,
man.
of course.
Dolly has no understanding what he got himself
Listen,
into
Like, I
on
don't
this
know what's going on right
podcast.
now. You know,
Listen, bro, you went to City Hill, right?
yes.
And you know, I went to Duncanville.
Like-
We 5 minutes from each other, man.
Look, I gave my life over to Christ. I'm a new guy now.
Hey,
You know,
man, assalamu alaikum,
man.
bro. All
Salaikum
that, man.
salam.
Ramadan, everything, man. But listen,
Lord is
man,
my shepherd.
yeah.
He know what I want.
Exactly.
Hey, man,
Look.
Okay.
They was holding in the Bible too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty, that's what's up, man. I just,
Because when it come down, it's gonna strike.
Exactly. Look.
hey, I want to thank you for coming through.
No, thank y'all for letting
Thank
me
you
come
so
through.
much, Dolly, for coming through, getting the game, man. Remind them one time how they can keep up with you and where
Yeah.
they can find your music.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Dali Voodoo, DALI Voodoo, and then on like Tidal, Apple Music,
Oh.
SoundCloud, all of that stuff.
Wait a
It's
minute.
Dali
Wait a
Voodoo.
minute. You're
Oh yeah, my premiere is
Damn, Pigeons and Planes.
Rainwater.
Come on, let me.
Who's your PR?
Quinnell Holder,
Woody Break,
designer, and a couple other people.
Damn.
You know, but like I said, we let the work show for itself.
okay.
Look.
He just, stunned
I
it
didn't want
on
to drop
us
no
with
chick.
the pigeons and planes,
Bro,
It's
Wait.
in his notes. That's what you're supposed to be reading.
with the title placement.
time out. Post Malone blew up on Pigeons and Planes. I had to throw that one out there.
Correct.
Yeah.
I talk to Post Dad all the time.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to
What do you do, bro? What do you do?
So I signed.
That's my manager.
Manage one artist who was not good.
Yeah.
And she knows about it.
Yeah.
She was
Who was that?
Me, 100%.
Who was that?
Boom.
Huh?
He don't even-
Shout out to Lou.
She would support me.
Shout out to Lou, who is
Shout out to Lou,
management
boom,
for
whatever he doing
He the
now,
plug,
whatever he
man.
doing.
yeah.
You the
He the
plug.
plug.
I own a marijuana farm and I'm a plug when it comes to
Look, you gotta get him on
He's
camera.
gotta come
You
back.
gotta-
He's
we
gotta
need,
come
we,
back
we
to
need
the
to talk to you.
podcast.
We need to have a whole episode about that.
Yeah, you got to come back
You
and.
talk to him too when you about some other shit. Me and him need to come together and talk.
Yeah.
We'll have a real fun conversation.
Okay, we gotta bring you back.
Yeah.
Steve Lobel was my mentor, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
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 They call him the White Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the bones.
The first person he ever met in the industry was Russell Simmons. I mean, not Russell Simmons, was
Steve LaBelle.
I remember
Yeah.
the same day as Kiki.
Rizzo
I know.
and Dali to sit on Steve
Yes,
LaBelle's couch.
exactly. And we actually judged that
Wow.
competition. Now I remember.
I brought
Yeah,
them
that
to
was
LA, though.
dang. All of them were at that competition.
No, they weren't there. I brought them to LA.
LA.
Gunn was always asking me to manage him. I wasn't fucking with it. I fuck with Gunn. My brothers, my family, guys don't like managing people. I told him I wouldn't manage him.
Right.
I also just tired of managing. But there comes to a certain point. He has 14 brothers.
Wait a minute. You have 14 brothers and sisters.
not
You
that
you
boy.
you didn't want to tell us
All
that.
foster kids. Like, you
Yes.
don't know his story. His story will make you.
Okay, well
I
wait a
really
minute.
feel deprived of this whole
I know. I
interview.
really feel like you just jepped us out of an interview
I
right
mean,
now.
like y'all didn't ask the questions. Like I wasn't just gonna be like,
Okay,
well,
yeah,
damn,
come
hit
on
you
over
with
here.
it.
Let your manager.
So I'll be real.
Okay,
Like-
let's talk about this.
I was ready to quit the music industry. I got in the marijuana industry. I was making a ton of money. I was ready to quit. I had already been mentored by Steve LaBelle, Antonio Futch, who manages Juicy J. I started owning 20% of Juicy J's management company. I was going on tour with them, doing a bunch of stuff, but I was making no money. So I got in the marijuana industry, and I decided one more time to do an audition. Hired Kiki, got Steve LaBelle, he's a legend in the game. I got Antonio Futch, who's Juicy's tour manager, and I got one more person. The writer for Hype
Chris Cole
Magazine.
was there.
Chris Cole was there.
Chris
The
Cole,
writer,
okay.
the
My
writer,
dude.
the writer
That's
for
the
Hype
boy.
Magazine
My
too.
dude.
Okay.
So we had a competition, and the group sucked. I'm not gonna fucking lie. They were in the back dancing, doing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, someone started singing. And when he started singing, Kiki actually stood up. She don't even remember this. She stood up and started clapping. And
I was
like,
drunk,
damn,
but
I
it was
started
good.
clapping too.
It was good though.
It was
but I was drunk.
It
I'm
was
sure.
it was a remix of Music Soul Child called Freaks that he made up himself.
Yeah.
It was fucking fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
And so we couldn't let him win because the rest of the group didn't do it. One person did all right, but the rest of the group didn't do their part.
Right,
So
right.
we had someone else win. We gave him the prize, which was a good ass prize. And then I pulled him aside and I said, "Hey, you got talent." And then I was like, "You need to work on your image because if you remember what he looked like, he had no hair,
I
nothing."
remember that.
Yeah.
That's why I told him I remember him
Changed his
before.
image.
Yeah.
He should have changed his image. He does it himself.
Right.
So he comes back 2 weeks later with a new image. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? You look like a fucking superstar. I'm going crazy. I'm like, damn, all right, so now he's got an image. Let me see if this fool can really rap. Because I ain't heard him rap yet. All I
Right.
heard him do is sing.
Right.
So I bring him to Legacy Music Studios with Matthew Medlock, who was there as well.
Yep. Shout out
And,
to Legacy.
He was one of the judges,
shout out to
wasn't he?
them. He was one of the judges as well. I bring him over there, and Crit Life was who I saw him before that.
Right.
my dude,
And I was
Out of
putting- I was putting Crit Life on.
out of Fort
Yeah.
Worth,
I was
Arlington.
putting Crit Life on. I brought him on tour with Big Crit, and I slipped aside away from them, and all of a sudden he started spitting on a track, and they did a track together, Kazon or Forrest and Dali, called People, and it was one of the dopest tracks I ever heard. I said, "Holy shit! I think I just found a hit," and they didn't want to put it out. I was like, "This is a hit! Like this is actually a hit! Like I've never
Right.
said a song is a hit." And so we just held on to it, kept on making the catalog. He made like 20 songs. Regardless, I'm still not going to manage them. I'm just consulting. So at this
Right.
point, I'm charging $5,000 for people to just get consulting. No one
Right.
knows this. So people are coming to me. You want to know who a PR is? I'll hook you up. Pay me $5,000. Done. So I was making like $60K a year just off of consulting. Non-taxable income, still having the marijuana farm, doing it all. So that was cool. And then he started telling me his life story. I grew up in foster care myself. He told me he had 14 brothers and sisters to live with him. I said, damn, your mom was busy. He said, no, they're all foster kids. I said, "Oh, for real, for real.
Were you?
I'm the baby of
Okay.
like 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So it kind of caught my attention. I was like, all right. And then we were throwing a concert because you were talking about throwing shows too.
Yeah.
So our first concert, I got all the kids together. They were like 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. I got them up to my penthouse over at Sky House. You've been over there. And brought them up to the top of the roof. And I was like, who's hot right now? So they told me about a kid named Playboy Cardi. And I was like, Playboy Cardi? I said, I ain't never heard of him. And I was like, you gotta fuck with him. He's gonna be hot. And so I was like, all right, bet. So I threw a show with 2 weeks' notice, and we sold the show out. It was like 1,400 people, and I had never heard of this kid.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, if you know right now, if you looked at Freshman 10, Playboy Cardi.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
the
He's-
freshman.
he's
Yeah, the
freshman.
double XL cover.
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi's on there,
That boy got
along with
he got a burner, too,
Kamaya
right now.
Yeah.
and
I can name them
We
all.
couldn't even book him. We tried to
So
book
look,
him.
Yeah.
look right here. Look right here. So the first Made in Tokyo is on there. I threw his first show in Dallas. You know what I paid him? Nothing.
Hmm.
But I paid him nothing. When he got there, I gave him
Mhm.
$500, let him sleep in my penthouse, gave him a bunch of weed, and he had a fun ass time.
Yeah.
Royce Rizzy, who's now 24 Hours, who used to be signed to Jermaine
JD,
Dupri.
that's my
Right,
dude.
right,
I've known
right,
him about
right,
10
right.
years, yeah.
Fire. Royce Rizzy's super brilliant. He turned to 24 Hours, and he's fire now. Like he's gonna blow up. He just needs to just do a little something with his image, but he's good other than that. We just started becoming friends with all these people. Marty Grimes was G-Eazy's hype man, so we were
Yeah.
friends with him. I used to go fly out to the Bay and get the weed up
Okay.
from the Bay, and
Yeah.
we go chill with all of them. And like he started putting me on like Kalani. There's all these different artists that like I was growing up with these people, so like, we were friends. It wasn't like I was working for them, they were working for me. I'm like,
Right.
we were friends. So then I kept on telling them, I was like, well, who's gonna be hot next? And so they told me Lil Uzi. We did his show. We did Playboy Cardi, 21 Savage. So when I heard 21 Savage, I was down with it. I got them down to $1,200 from like when they started at 4K, and they were down to do it. And we sold that show out too with Young Bleach and 21 Savage. But after I already paid them, I heard a song called Slaughter My Daughter, Slaughter Your Daughter.
Yeah.
And I just had my baby girl. So I was like,
Oh,
damn,
wow.
I just paid this person this much money for that.
Right.
But it ends up last year, he got freshman as well. So like literally, I'd probably say 7 out of the last, what is it, 24, 23, whatever it is, freshmen, because they had 12 last year, 22. We threw their first show.
So what you're saying is in 2018, Dali Voodoo will be on the XXL freshman cover.
Actually, that's in our notes. As soon as we get out, as soon as we leave this office, we're getting on the phone with Quinnell Holder, and that's in our notes how we can make that happen. His premiere's on Pigeons and Planes. It's going to be on every other blog. The thing I like to say is Google me. If you actually Google him, you will see his name on every blog there is. Same way you see Fat Pimp on every blog there is. Hip Hop DX, all that good stuff. Like he's on it all. He's been on The Source, even bigger ones. So Pigeons and Planes is really the one that's gonna blow you up, especially if you're this new millennial age. They're the ones who they're
super dope, and they're tied to Complex as well.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't, and they have I recognize their greatness whenever they did Complex Con last year, and they had a whole Pigeons and Planes exhibit, and it was
Complex
the dopest shit ever.
Complex Bottom. Noah Beaver is the owner. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Noah Beaver owns Pigeons and Planes, and I could never get him on Pigeons and Planes myself. I call up, we go to Atlantic Records, we go out to LA, we start doing some music with a producer named Criswell. He didn't even say his next song, Rainwater, was cheap. Y'all gonna hear it.
Yeah, we're gonna play it after this podcast, so
he
don't
even told you who the producer
tune out.
was. The producer was, have y'all heard of a song called Selfish by Rihanna and Future?
Yeah.
It's that producer. It's the same
Oh,
producer.
wow.
He didn't even say none of that. But beside the point.
Thank God your manager's here.
I sent him
Consultant. His consultant.
Consultant is
No,
here.
I'm his manager.
He's his manager now.
At this point,
yeah.
I actually said I would never manage anybody, and he'll tell you the same thing. Like he paid me.
I feel you.
We're friends, but it got to a point where it's like music's a hard industry. You've been in it for a long time, and I actually read up on you, and you got fucked by a label, and all labels will fuck you. Steve Lobel told me that too.
Fuck him.
He said, if you're gonna fuck with a label, he's like, you got to make sure you get a single deal, and you got to make sure you take care of that marketing budget right there. Use it for the marketing budget, and you just take off on your own. And so I learned that, and I realized, all right, bet. And so talking to Quinnell, when I first reached out to Quinnell, he told me $10,000 a release. And I was like, damn, $10K, I ain't paying no damn $10K. He just blew up Designer at the time, so it was last year.
Yeah.
So Atlantic hit us up, and it's a guy named
Dylan Ames.
Dylan Ames is his real name. I call him Hef. And he's like, hey, man, your music's super dope. I want to send you to Quinnell Holder. He owns Media and PR. I was like, all right, bet. He's like, send me 3 songs. So I sent the 3 songs. Quinnell hits us up. And he went from 10,000 down to 2,500, and I was like, "How about 2K?" He's like, "All right, bet 2K."
Run it.
Yeah.
So we ran it down to 2K, and we've been working with him for like not even a month, and he's in love with Dali. Like, loves the fact that at first he was scared about his style, like I was, but he just loves the way that he's him. He can fucking flow. He can sing. He can do it all. And every artistic thing he does, like I might be his manager. Anything artistic, it's him.
Yeah.
Look how I dress.
Yeah.
For sure, I ain't artsy.
Yeah.
You see his music video. He created that whole music video.
That's so dope.
He made the videographer do it the way that he wanted it to be done, and he became a boss.
Yeah.
So when I first met him, he was a little bit shy, a little bit quiet. He wasn't around his friends, but with me, he was around people like y'all. He would be.
Yeah.
But I turned him into a boss, and I said, "Look, you gotta start making money. This is what you gotta do. If you don't make money, you can't make a living. Like you gotta be a boss. The only way you can do this is if you make your own money and you run it up yourself, and you hire these people to do this stuff for you." You got my brothers, and Gun's probably gonna listen to this. And Gun, I hope you do listen to this. Gun would never pay a PR.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why Gun has a problem blowing up.
Yeah.
He's fire.
Well, I tell you what, man, we are super excited to have you inside of Getting the Game.
This
Super
motherfucker should have been on here
excited.
with us the whole time.
I know, right? You should have been here early in the interview.
Yeah.
But we are so proud of you.
Well,
and I'm
thank
so awesome that we got a chance to talk because we've been trying to talk for a long time.
Yeah.
We actually have been communicating,
Yeah.
and this is a long time coming. And I thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for bringing me out
through
here.
Getting the Game. And you always got a home here, so don't be no stranger.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? And hey, I'm holding you to it.
I told y'all, bring me back.
We
and
going shopping.
We
boo.
getting
We
it.
going
We getting
shopping.
it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, man. Hey, Oh yeah, tell them how to reach you. Last minute again. I know you said it, but say it one more time.
Twitter, Instagram, Dali Voodoo, DALI Voodoo, and then all streaming sites is Dali Voodoo as well.
Okay, and Fat Pimp.
I am Fat Pimp, all social media. King of Diamonds 7 days a week. You know, come get a lap dance and a basket of chicken.
Ooh, all right. And you can reach me, official Kiki J, on all platforms. Make sure you follow Get in the Game. We are on iTunes, we are on SoundCloud, and we are on YouTube. We are everywhere that you want to be.
We need all of them.
Baby boy who never wants to give out. No, I'm getting signals, but he never wants to give out his social media.
It's all good.
He's just Baby Boy. He is the co-host and the producer here. Big shout out to Valley of the Kings. Big shout out to OV Media, who's here. Big shout out to Rage Optics, who is taking all the pictures. And this has been Get in the Game.
It's Cowboy season 9.
You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, so make sure you get in the game.